Hello and good evening, YouTube and Twitch. You are live with the WFO Racing Network, covering the WFO Racing League's Twisted Tuesday K&N Pro Series at not Las Vegas tonight. What am I thinking, Nation? We are in Chicago. We are at Chicagoland with the K&N cars tonight.
Which is almost Las Vegas.
No, not even close. Chicagoland's pretty awesome. Wasn't too long ago, iRacing gave us the night lights here and the night features so we could run a night race. And I think we've been able to run one night race here, and that was last season. So we're back again, and we get to run another night race here at Chicagoland, which is awesome. We'll be here in the K&N cars tonight and the trucks tomorrow night. So we're kicking our week of racing off here, Nation.
Yes, we are. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's get going with our starting grid here. Starting on the pole tonight, we want to welcome this driver back. He's been working nights, so he hasn't been able to come over here and race. But, man, he's starting off strong tonight. Fastest car in practice, and then qualifying on the pole. That's that 48 of Gregory Rourke. Starting outside of him, no surprise, last season's Truck Series champion. That's going to be the number 41 of Nick Gardner starting second. Starting third tonight, you see David Elliott back here driving the number 42 car. Outside of him in fourth is going to be Brad Patterson making another start back over here at WFO. Been a little bit of a break for Brad. Good to see him back. Brad's going to be in the 28 car. Starting fifth tonight, you'll see Austin Wagner driving the 19. Outside of him in the 51 is going to be one of the fan favorites there, Nation. That's Troy Cook.
It is.
Starting sixth. Starting seventh tonight, we'll see Adam McKinney driving the 13. Outside of him in that number 14 car is going to be Jeff Tito's Vaca Martin. The Tito's Vaca car. Just looking at the paint job will get you a little tipsy. Starting ninth tonight, you got Corey Cook in the 61. Outside of him in the 10th position is going to be the 8 car Steve Blankenship. Starting 11th tonight is, without a doubt, the fans' most popular driver. Wouldn't you agree, Nation?
The fan. Yeah, he is the fan.
The fan favorite is Mr. Hal Amy himself in that 3 car. Outside of him in 12th, going to be another one that gets a little bit of a crowd in here voting for him from time to time. That's that 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. So we get the Helmlinger family fired up. They'll be in here voting, won't they, Nation?
Yes, they will.
Starting 13th tonight, we got Tyler Lambert in a 9, also known as Red the Barber. Outside of him in 14th is going to be Wesley Whitfield in the 74. Starting 15th tonight, you'll see that 86 car John Sanu. Mr. and Mrs. Sanu, if you're watching, Nation and I would like to say hello and thanks for coming in tonight. Outside of him, we got a brand new driver over here at WFO. That's going to be Todd Cray in the 21, starting 16th. Starting 17th tonight, you see that number 24, Nick Reynolds. To his outside in 18th is going to be another new driver here. That's David Kamara in the 02. Starting 19th tonight, you see the 54 of Adam Tibbs. To his outside is going to be the number 96 of Michael Updegraff. Starting 21st tonight, there he is, Mr. David Mayhem Moody.
There's the Mayhem.
Driving 88 car, we got the Mayhem in the house tonight. Outside of him in number 70 is going to be Burt Wilson, starting 22nd. 23rd tonight, you'll see the 63. I don't know why I'm losing sight of the field here. There we go. Had to make a quick adjustment there. But starting 23rd, you'll see that 63 of Glenn Jamison. To his outside and 24th is going to be the number 33 of Brian Miskell Jr. We got Tim Hamlet starting in the 25th position in the 49 car. To his outside will be Corey Reese in the 26th position, driving a 15. And then bringing up the rear of the field, the 27th starting spot is going to go to the 09 of Trent Ripley. And that's it for your starting lineup tonight.
The whole 9 yards.
It's all there. Gonna get our camera view set up here. That one's a little bit better. Ah, shit, we'll adjust it throughout the race anyway. Want to thank
You're going to anyway.
Oh, yeah. Multiple times, I'm sure. Let me take that grid down. We don't need it up there no more.
Now we know who's.
Nah, it's just blocking the bottom of the screen, taking up space. We do want to thank everybody for coming into the broadcast. Good to see you there, Andrew Williams. He should probably be out in a race car, shouldn't he, or is he? I didn't go see him on the grid tonight, did you?
I did not.
So Greg Rorick driving the CrossFit car, that number 48 car, like he never missed a beat. He had to miss the first 2 weeks due to work, and he's here tonight and set that thing. He looks racy, Nation.
He's ready to go.
He's fast, he looks racy, and I don't know, it's almost like he's been practicing. And I'm sure he has. Yeah, just a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Cindy, good to see you come into the chat tonight. The Coop in there. Hope your tailbone's feeling better there, Coop. And we're getting ready to go green flag here, Nation. Got 120 laps here at Chicagoland tonight. Pace car is going to duck off the racetrack to pit road right now. And we're waiting for it. We got it. We're green flag, and we're racing in Chicagoland with the Can-Am Series.
There it goes.
27 race cars taking a green flag here in Chicagoland tonight. Oh, Andrew's working offshore in the middle of the ocean, he said.
That would stop you from racing.
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, and it's kind of a trend here, is these guys, as you see, we got a car in the wall back there already, and I think it was a green car. And it is going to put us under caution here. But I don't think it was Moody green. It was a different green. We're going to go ahead and hit the instant replay and burn it down with what? Fire! Fucking fire. Let's see what happens here. I didn't think it was Moody that did it. It happened up in front of him. Like somebody got tight early. Might have been the 61 car here. Yeah, it was the 61, as you can see him get up in the outside wall. Like Helmlinger in the 77 got into the back of him. 8-car Steve Blankenship ended up into the wall there. So got a few cars that got damaged right on this. What I was going to get to, though, before these guys brought out the caution, is this new tire model on the first couple of laps is a big reason why they're doing this. They don't have any heat in the tires, so they start off on a low tire pressure. And that makes the car real tight, or where it don't want to turn. You know, just push. And a lot of those guys, if they overdrive it while it's on those lower air pressures, the car's just going to push up into the wall.
Let's see, my thinking is if it has lower tire pressure, there's more rubber touching the track. It should have better.
Well, it depends on how much lower it is, because it may go from rubber touching the track to metal rim touching the track.
Well, if it's that low, then that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about low pressure on these cars, they start them off. They probably fire off in the 10 or 12 pound range, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I've had metal touching the interstate, and that.
But really, they don't use air in them. They use nitrogen. The reason they do that is because it doesn't expand as much as air. As Coop says, that car looks tight as a nun. Oh, we just repeated that. Thanks, Coop.
Mm-hmm.
You baited me right into that
it's
shit, man.
Fault.
He baited me right into it.
It's his fault if we get in trouble.
Well, he knows if he puts it in there, I'm going to read it back, and people are going to start laughing.
I personally would have never said anything like that.
Oh, I wouldn't even think that.
No.
I'm way too clean and nice of a guy to think something like that up.
That's right.
How dare him corrupt the village idiots. And boom, there went our copyright strike. So this video, we're going to say goodbye to anyone from Finland.
Bye-bye, Finland.
It turns out, though, I found out that video in particular got 2 strikes, not just 1.
Dang.
So if we get enough views on that video where they want to add commercials, we will not be compensated for those commercials, Nation.
Delete the video then. Fuck them.
Just so you know. Well, if we ever get to that point, that's what I'll do. But I never plan on monetizing the channel, so
Right.
I don't think we ever have to worry about it because I don't want people to have to watch ads to see our video.
God, ads suck.
Yes, they suck, so we don't want that. So we'll just keep getting the strikes. We don't care. It is what it is, and we're still going to send it and bend it.
That's right. I didn't play baseball. I played football, and I didn't have any strikes, so I'm good.
The answer to that is no, they can't change the tire pressure. These are a fixed setup that we run in this series, so they have no adjustment on the tire pressure, so they won't be able to change that. And in open setup, you can adjust it from the car, but it won't change until you make your pit stop. I think that'll sum it up pretty good, wouldn't you say, Nation?
Dude, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell you said.
Oh, I was answering a question on there about if the drivers
Yeah, I
could...
saw the question. I just... Okay.
Well, we run a fixed setup, so they don't have control of the tire pressures. The tire pressures are preset by the setup by iRacing. And whatever they set the tire pressure to be at the start, and I haven't been in the car to know for sure, but one of the drivers would be able to tell us later if we remember to ask them.
Yeah, but can they do that directly from the car in real?
No, they can. They talk it over with their crew chief, and
Right.
that way
so
the crew chief knows. Basically, you're doing that in the car as well, but not always do we have a crew chief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what it is in the car is you push, I think it's the F5 key that allows you to change the tire.
Very good.
So you hit that key and then you change it, but it won't change until you make your pit stop and bring it to the attention of the crew nation. And we're under a
so it's not
restart, by
something
the
you
way.
do on the fly.
Man, I'll tell you right now, Rourke looks like he is shot out of a cannon on this restart. We got a car in the wall back there. Looks like everybody's going to get through, and he's going to hold it up there. We're going to try to zoom the camera back, and that's going to be the 21 Trump car of Todd Cray.
I can't see it. I got to watch a commercial.
If only Africa had more mosquito nets. Oh, damn, I love the comments.
You got to.
Oh, Rourke might see a little pressure coming from behind. That did not sound right at all.
Nope. Proctologist joke.
That's going to be the number 42 of David Elliott. Rourke, he's trying to get away from him, but that 42 car of Elliott, since that tire pressure started to come up a little bit here, is trying to track him down. So let's see what the Momo Master has got. He's making 220 degrees of rotation on his steering wheel look golden tonight, Nation.
But you know he's been waiting to do this for how many months?
Oh, he's been waiting for a while. I know he was excited to be able to get back on days where he could come in and race with us on Tuesday and Wednesday night, and this is a week he could do it. So welcome back, Greg Rourke, and you're definitely getting some broadcast viewing right now.
Yeah, you know he's fired up.
He's got that gap at not quite a second, sitting at 0.8 right now, so he's not far from it, but not quite there. And then there's probably about a second between second and third place there. Actually, that gap shortened up by damn near a tenth of a second that lap. So Elliott looked like he was closing on him. He's closing on him maybe down in 3 and 4, but I think he's losing to him down here in 1 and 2. So
that being said,
Rourke's faster at one end, it seems, and Elliott might be faster at the other end. That time it's going to hold steady, almost 9/10 of a second when they come across the start-finish line here.
I think Gray's going to send them in.
I think Cooper's on some pain pills.
He seems a little bit groggy.
Just a little bit. Build the wall, he says. We'll build it. I get some 2x4s, a hammer, and some nails right now, Coop. What do you think, Nation? We'll load that shit up in the back of your truck and head on down and start building the wall.
Okay, let's go.
Garrison, welcome to the stream, buddy. All right.
My mother-in-law wouldn't like that car.
Now we're taking a look at the 42 car. That's going to be our second place car, David Elliott.
I hope my mother-in-law ain't watching this, or my wife.
We go back to third here. You're going to see that number 19 car of Austin Wagner. I'll tell you, this kid right here starts off strong every race. He just seems like he's able to keep that car in the top 5 race after race. And it's not going to take long before we find him in victory lane, Nation.
I guarantee it.
Then we go back and we find that number 51. That's going to be Troy Cook. Troy right now being scored in the 4th position. For all the Troy Cook fans out there.
There's a lot of them.
You go one behind him, you're going to get to the 26 car. Or 28 car, I'm sorry. That's going to be Brad Patterson driving a 28. Brad running in the 5th position right now. Him and Troy running pretty close together here, so we might see a race for that 4th position pretty soon. Meanwhile, I see Rourke's lead starting to shrink a little bit up there as I'm looking at the gap. Then we come back to 6th spot, and Hal Amy. That 3 car having a pretty good start to the night so far.
Moved up 5 spots.
That's right, working lap 15, running in the 6th position all by himself right now. Nobody really close in front or behind him, so good to see Hal having a good start to tonight. Go back to 7th, you're going to find a 14 car. That's going to be Jeff Martin. A little bit surprising. It seemed like Chicagoland might have threw a little bit of a curve at that 14 car tonight. I know he wasn't real happy in qualifying, so we'll go one more back from him. We're going to find a 41 car, Nick Gardner. Oh, Hal Amy having a little bit of a problem, dropping back a little bit here. You can see Nick Gardner in 7th's going to get around him. Then the 9 car.
Red the Barber.
Yep, he's going to get around Hal. I don't know if Hal got in the wall or what.
I think he hit the apron.
You can see the 13 right now, Adam McKinney riding up on him here.
That's Red the Barber.
Right front damage on the 3 car. I'm going to say that he probably bounced off the outside wall. But he's got his handful now. I mean, he was riding all by himself up there, and now he's back in a hornet's nest. You see the 13 car of Adam McKinney, that green and black car working the bottom of Hal. The 70 of Burt Wilson there, he's there. You see the 86 of John Sanu closing in. Hal's going to run a little bit on the outside here, give these guys the bottom. And you see Sanu working under him in the 86 Citgo car right now. These guys are all doing a really good job. Looks like they're showing a lot of patience getting around him here. Yes, that right front damage probably is affecting that car. I'll get you a better look at it if I can get on him here.
I got a pretty good look at it. Hey, Junior, is Diana watching these folks?
Yeah, right here, Nation, you'll see a shot coming up that you'll be able to see that right front damage and how bad it is. It's all the way into the hood here.
Yeah.
And that would be the reason why he has fallen like a rock.
That should buff out.
Yeah, you would think so. You see Todd Cray battling the outside of Hal Amy right here. Todd Cray driving to 21. He's going to get hardened to the outside wall, so the Trump car's got some damage. Something about me getting a camera on him and giving him a little broadcast time, Nation.
Dude, that looks exactly like the paint I made.
All right, back up front. Greg Rourke, seems like tire management. He's the king of it. Looking at the 1.5 second lead right now, Nation.
Yeah, and he's hungry.
Hal Jr., you keeping track of the votes, or is Diana going to be in tonight, or do you know?
I know Greg is. He's probably been watching these races on YouTube and Twitch, whatever, and you know it's been.
Oh,
yeah, she's running a little late. She'll be in.
Okay, thanks, Junior. Oh yeah, you know he's been watching it, but I'm telling you, Rourke can wheel a race car. I mean, he's got wins here. There's no doubt about it. He's a fast driver, but there's something about this new tire model that just really played into Greg Rourke's hands. He picked up on it. We did a practice, him and I did, together with the car after the new tire model. And that 48 car, I mean, he was fast in that practice session. And he's showing that same speed out here today.
That's awesome.
He's at a 2.2 second lead as they cross the line for lap 23 here. We've had one caution flag, if you're just tuning in. Yes, Coop said that 48's in his own zip code.
He is.
You got, like I said, about 2.2 seconds back here to that 42 car. That's going to be David Elliott. Then you go back to third, and you see Troy Cook's picked up a spot with that 51 car. Troy Cook up into the third spot now. So Troy having a good run in that 51. He is the points leader coming into tonight's race. And we got a caution flag, Nation.
Well, son of a bitch.
I don't know who did it, but we're going to find out, feller. How's that?
Get the charcoal.
Get the charcoal out and the lighter fluid.
Right.
Looks like the 61 car, but let's do it. Let's get the charcoal and lighter fluid out, and let's burn it down with what? Fire! Fire. We got fire, fire, fire!
Can't have fire without.
We got charcoal, but we made the fire. Let's see what happened to the 61 car, Corey Cook here. How about that, Nation?
I haven't seen it.
We're on the instant replay, and it should be coming up any moment. Oh, he gets into the outside wall, and then the 21 car, Todd Craig, gets in the back. Oh, damn. Hal may have scratched your paint just a little bit. Just a little bit, Nation.
Yeah,
It'll buff
I'm used
out.
to it.
It'll buff
Yeah,
out.
put a little butter on it. It'll be fine.
Oh, that's right. All right, so one man in that field that probably didn't want to see that caution right now is going to be the 48 car of Greg Rourke. He was up to about a 2.5 second lead, so.
Yeah, but he's like you. He's going to dive into that pit stop.
Oh, yeah. The 4 tires and fuel, man. You just can't beat it at this point.
Evening, gentlemen.
Well, there's Hal Jr.
What's up?
Well, sitting on the porch.
What's going on,
Watching
Junior?
Drinking a beer.
Right
How's
back.
the dating life going?
The same as it always has. No one wants me.
Damn. That can't be true.
Oh, no, it is.
Oh, it can't be.
It is.
How many people work in the HR department?
One that's married and one that's with my boss.
Son of a bitch. Man, boss moved in before he did, Nation. Well, who knows? Maybe you meet someone from the broadcast, Junior.
Probably not.
Probably not, he says. Yeah, Coop, you're right. Everybody else loved that caution. Rourke didn't like it, and everyone else loved it. But I think he's going to beat him off pit road here, so Greg Rourke winning the race off pit road is going to hold the P1 position. David Elliott's going to hold steady in P2, and it looks like Troy Cook's going to come back out in P3. So no change in the top 3 positions. A couple of guys have had issues keeping it out of the wall tonight, but all in all, it looks like it's been a really clean race.
That last caution was kind of greasy.
It was greasy, he said. Yeah, 3-car looked like he didn't have nowhere to go, and he might have got a little contact on the front end. I left the guys with 2 fast repairs tonight. I had to think real hard before I did it. I thought seriously about turning it down to 1, but I kept it at 2, so
Decent.
that was a decent thing of me to do. And I'm not on the dual screen temporary rig I had last week. I got my triple screen set back up on my normal rig, so everything should run normal. The broadcast should be good. The graphics, all that should look good.
Back to the fancy life, eh?
Yeah, and if not, it's Nation's fault. That ain't the fancy way.
Of course it is.
You know what I'm about ready to do? And I thought about this today. I'm going to go ahead and put a 4th monitor on top.
Oh, I thought you were going to invest in a projector.
No, I'm just going to put I got a 27-inch monitor to go right on the top of this.
What the hell would that be for?
You see what
Oh,
Coop
God damn.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Good one there, Coop.
His medication's kicking in.
I'll tell you what. The Amy fans better get it in gear because the Troy Cook fans are coming in here. And a ton of them.
What does Ancestry
There's
have to
Princess Diane.
I think he said that go to Ancestry for a date.
Why?
I don't want to get into the why of that, and I don't think you should
You might
ask
want to
it.
just sit back and think about it.
It's similar to Farmers Only.
People you're related.
I can promise never in my ancestry has that happened.
Oh,
Say ancestry or ancestry?
Coop, we could use you in the broadcast booth if you want to come in here.
Not if you're going to talk about me doing inappropriate things with my family.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Remember who you raced for.
Yeah, that's one of your drivers, Junior.
After you asked me to get you new pit crew.
All right, get ready for the restart here. 2x2 pace cars in. Greg Rourke looked like he got shot out of a cannon. Again, that's 3 times now we've seen it. Look at Troy Cook in a battle for second here with a 42 car.
Attaboy.
And Troy Cook takes second, so put that Hal Junior Motorsports driver up there to P2. That's got to make you feel good, Junior. You got one in the chat that's bad-mouthing you, and the other one out on the track whooping some ass.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get Coop over here in the broadcast booth. Then he'll really wear Junior out. Oh, battle for the lead, and somehow we got into an instant replay and didn't mean to. I broke it with fire on accident. That's a shame. I was looking at a lead battle, but I'm still looking at one as we get it back and it's working again. I think that I just rolled the mouse over it and accidentally clicked it, so it'll be all right.
You know,
look at that.
They're side by side, 51 and 48. That's Troy Cook and Greg Rourke. We've seen how dominant that 48 car's been, but on this restart, that 51 says, you know what? I think I want some clean air. He's going for it. He's doing a real good job holding the bottom here.
I don't know how he's doing.
Now, Greg Rourke's going to be Mr. Patient right here, not overheat that right front tire. You see he's not giving much room for that bottom lane to come up. Austin Wagner, that 19. This is all going to depend on how patient he's going to be as he sticks his nose in there. Might be looking at 3 wide. Troy Cook still working the bottom in the 51. Greg Rourke on the high side. Austin Wagner in the 19 following the 48. Now you got the 28 of Brad Patterson joining them. So you got 4 cars here fighting for the lead. Troy Cook almost had him cleared. Let's see if he can get it done on corner exit, and he's not going to. And the 48's going to ride side by side with him at the line. Score Troy Cook as the leader that lap. Oh, almost contact. Rourke's going to slide high. I think the 51 might clear him. He does. Troy Cook's going to clear him and take the lead, put Troy Cook in the 51 up front. But now he's under fire from the 19 Austin Wagner. Wagner getting a good run on the bottom. He's going to pass the 51 with ease, and now the 48's going to come back at him. I think maybe punishing that right front tire there, getting the lead, might not have been the best thing to do. You get that right front tire hot and angry, and the car just don't want to turn right. So now you got a new leader. That's the 19 Austin Wagner. Second's going to be Greg Rourke in the 48. I can tell you, watching how Rourke went on that last run, that he's just being patient here, and he's waiting for those guys to heat their right fronts up. You want to bet, Nation?
No, I'm not betting against you.
I wouldn't bet against the 48 on that. I've raced him. I've had the pleasure of racing him many times, and he really good about taking care of his equipment. That's why we call him the Momo Master.
Does he really use a Momo?
He really uses a Logitech Momo. He's battling for the lead right now. 19 car, Austin Wagner on the outside. Greg Rourke in the 48 on the bottom. This can get dangerous. I thought he might be patient for a little while and run it out, because this is a good way to heat up that right front tire when you start battling like that. And you've seen what happened to the 51. I mean, he got the lead, but he made the right front so angry he immediately lost it. Oh, looks like the 48's going to clear the 19 here. At this point in the run, that 48 might start setting sail, Nation. We'll see. He had about a 2.5-second lead before we got that second caution of tonight.
I'm sorry, I was trying to tape something with this.
Oh, it's okay. Oh, we had fire at the wrong time, Cindy. That's
It happens.
Vern accidentally burning it down.
Actually, I think that was the first time it's ever happened.
On accident? No.
Mm-hmm.
Second or third time, probably. We got some really good racing going on. Take a little broader look at the field. Thanks for the warning there, Junior. I'm just kidding. We call that messing with Junior tonight.
Messing with Sasquatch.
That's right. There's a battle for third, though. 28 car Brad Patterson battling with the 51 of Troy Cook. You see Jeff Martin making his way up in the 14 car. I think he might be figuring Chicagoland out now. So Patterson moves up to third. Move the 51 back to fourth. 14 of Jeff Martin back there in fifth, but he's taking a look at the outside a little bit here. These cars are all close together, and I'll tell you that 54 Adam Tips is not far behind these guys. And it looks like he's got old Burt Wilson in that 70 on his bumper, so.
It's getting close up there. I mean, you got the 51, the 26, and 14 are...
Yeah, you've seen this position change. They're side by side again. The 51 of Troy Cook is going to take a look at the bottom. Now we're going to look at 3 wide as the 14 of Jeff Martin sticks his nose right up the middle there. He might get the 28 cleared here too, and I believe he's going to. He does. So Troy back in fourth. Jeff Martin now in the top 5 in the 5th position here. Then you got Brad Patterson in the 28 and 6. 7th is going to be Burt Wilson in the 70. In 8th, you're going to see the 54 of Adam Tips. Really good racing right up here in the outside of the top 5. Then there's Helmlinger. You see Helmlinger's moved up to A spot after he had those problems on the first caution. Then you go back to the 9th spot. You'll find a 21 here, the Trump car. That's going to be Todd Cray. And you think that might be a paint you uploaded there, Nation?
Yeah, that's my paint.
Okay, Nation's paint. He raced in some recruitment or some of our fun races, didn't he?
But it wouldn't fit on that car, so he had to modify it to fit on that car.
You talked to him about that, haven't you?
I may have. I
can't remember if you did or not.
But I know the stripe itself going down the side, I had to custom make it.
I haven't been keeping count of it, but I think Diana's probably trying to get it together. We got a heck of a battle for driver of the day tonight.
Oh, she's got it. I ain't worried about it.
Take a look at this battle with the 24 and the 63. Man, that was really close racing right there. 63 is going to get the 24 cleared. Looks like the 3 is going to get around him, and the 02. And the 02 is David Kamara. We haven't talked much about David tonight. Then you see Tim Hamlet working the back of the 24. Hamlet driving that 49 Amy Contract and WFO racing car. Scoring Nick Reynolds in 14th. And I think that's going to change when it all settles out here. Meanwhile, back up front, that 48 car's got him about a half a second lead, Nation.
Yeah, he's on his way.
But I'll tell you, that 51 has recovered nicely on this longer run here, sitting in 3rd, and he's running that 19 car, Austin Wagner, down.
Oh, I'm not going to count Troy out. I mean, he is his own.
He got that right front calm down, and he's ready to go, man.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to pick the driver of it.
You're not going to pick a winner for this one?
I have a driver of the day. A winner, I'll pick Greg. I mean, just hands down. Exactly.
Would it have something to do with the fact that he was the fastest in practice, qualified on the pole, and has pretty much dominated this race to this point?
Well, and he's the hungriest motherfucker out there. I mean, come on. He's been wanting to race for, like, what, 2?
Yeah, he's been wanting to race for a while. We did all those fun races before our season kicked off, and I know Greg has been itching to get out here, and he told us, 3 or 4 weeks ago that I don't have much longer. I'm going to miss the first 2 races, but he said, then I'll be back. And he was right. He's back right here tonight in the K&N car.
I mean, right now, I'm glad I'm not on that track.
Troy Cook, for all you fans out there, that pass right there on the 19 Austin Wagner was for 2nd. So move Troy Cook in the 51 back up to the 2nd position here. He's about 1.4 seconds behind the leader, Greg Rourke. So we'll see if the 51 took care of that right front enough.
I think Hal has a little competition for driver of the day.
I see that. They're only separated by 2 votes right now.
I ain't never seen it that close with Hal.
It's close to, yeah, we've had a couple battles between them, but this one's going to be a battle tonight for sure.
I might put in a vote.
Uh-oh, Nation's going to try to swing it.
Might be the swing vote.
Nation's going to try to be the swing vote, so anyone paying attention, if you haven't voted for your favorite driver of the day, you might want to do so, at least before the conclusion of the race tonight. Some good racing for 2nd. We're going to cruise back here to 4th spot where you see the 28 here. That's Brad Patterson. Riding in 5th.
I like that paint on that 28.
We'll go back to that real quick. That's the Texaco Haviland paint job on the 28 car.
Yeah, I really like that paint.
Oh, it just got closer. Another vote just fired in for that 51.
Uh-oh.
So they're separated by 1 vote.
Oh, no,
Oh,
another
no,
one.
and another one. They're tied, Nation.
There it
Oh,
is.
we're under caution. Oh, we found it. I know what car number it is. So what is left to do here? Charcoal. Burn it down with fire. Let's get the fire going. Let's see what happened that damaged that number 02. Oh, synchronized hitting the wall with the 54 car.
Hey, you know what? That's hard to do.
They synchronized it well. We're going to take another look at it just to show you how well it was synchronized, Nation. Watch the 02 and then watch right in front of them there. You could almost say he followed this fella right into the outside wall because that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, they were on the radio say, hey, I'll follow you. Bam!
Well, everybody's guilty of it when you're following a driver there because you don't expect them to come off the corner and hit the wall. And then you were tracking.
Wait a minute. You can't drop a vote.
Who dropped a vote?
Ryan Gallagher.
No, once you vote, that vote's in.
Locked in, bro. It's in a vault.
Why would you want to drop the vote now anyway?
I didn't.
No, why would Ryan want to drop his vote?
Yeah, Ryan, why would you want to drop your vote?
The only one I ever seen change gears one night and try that crap was Nation.
He's going to say that was me.
It was you.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Why you gotta be a snowflake?
Oh, you did not do that.
That's what you did. You were whining.
I did. I dropped him. I did. So if I did, I guess we have to let him do it.
No, because I told you that wasn't allowed that night. So if it wasn't allowed that
that's
night,
right. So
exactly, I wouldn't let you reverse
that's right. You
that
didn't
vote.
drop mine.
That's exactly right.
So Ryan, there it is. This is your life. It's not a dream.
He just didn't want you swing voting it. But, I don't know if that would be... Ryan, don't worry about Nation swing voting it because you don't know what way Nation's going to vote. I have a feeling Nation might surprise us tonight.
I might vote for the pace car.
That's right. I'll tell you one thing the pace car's been. Very consistent.
It don't have many laps on it, though.
No, not tonight. We're only under caution number 3 on lap 53. The guys have been doing a good job. We've seen some long green flag runs, but we haven't seen green flag pit stops yet, Nation. So the question is, will we see some green flag pit stops?
You would know how far can these cars go on just full green?
About 28 laps, probably 30 laps, maybe. Ah, gotcha, Ryan. He's a good driver to vote for. Troy's a good dude.
Troy is a good dude, man. I like him. I think he's pretty good.
He's become a pretty good friend to us over here, hasn't he, Nation?
Yes, he has. And you know what? When I keep looking at that Trump car, it's not exactly like my paint, but it's really damn close.
Maybe he took yours that wouldn't fit the car and he tweaked it.
He very well could have.
Which would make it effectively his paint.
Yes, it would be his paint.
It looks like it fits the car fine.
Yes, because the one I did wouldn't fit this version of it.
What did they change on this car?
It's the way it's shaped. They did. Both Camaros are different. Even though they're both Camaros, the Xfinity and the Cup are both.
Oh,
Camaros.
they're different in real life too.
Are they really?
Yes.
But they're still Camaros.
It doesn't matter. The race car versions are different.
I mean, they were drastically different.
Well, they're 2x2 now, ain't they, Nation? I was going to try and run and grab me a drink, but I don't think I'm going to have time this time. Well, they're on the back.
Lights are off.
Lights are off on the pace car, so we're going to be 2x2x2. How far back?
All the way to the gate.
All the way outside of the gate down the street. Wouldn't recommend staying outside
All
these
the way to the
gates too
concession
long, not in
stand.
Chicago.
No.
All right, pace car headlights are on. I don't know why he needs the headlights with all the track lighting, but his next problem's that he's in a Ford Mustang.
There it is. That's why he has the headlights on. Probably has a football helmet on.
All right, here we go. Pace car's in, and the 48 cars lit the candles. He's gone. He's been getting good restarts tonight. But he didn't get away from him last time, and he lost the lead for a little bit, as we've seen. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to say the 48 car hits the go pedal and checks out on him a bit, Nation.
Hey, look who's in the chat here. He's not usually in.
Oh, we got a quick caution. Holy
damn.
crap, that was a late hit. That's Greg Rourke, your leader. Hard contact with the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. Hard contact.
Hey, let's get their radio chatter.
But I don't think that's what caused the caution. I think the caution was already out when that happened. That's a weird thing about it.
So they'll get their spot back.
Yeah, we'll burn it down and we're going to see what happened to them. No, because they're going to have to fix. I don't think we went back far enough, so we'll probably have to burn it down another time here. But we're going to burn it down with what? Fire!
Charcoal.
All right, so 24 car gets in the wall, bounces off Tim Hamlet, goes back to the wall. Wrecks hard. 74 car gets into him. This is going to be the cause of the caution.
You think?
But it's what happened after the caution that has me confused. So here we go with that. And we are on the wrong driver, so we're going to change that real quick. Rourke gets into the wall. A couple guys did. I mean, hard into the outside wall and comes down across the track into the 77, and they tore shit up. He got that 77 Garrett Helmlinger, but man, what caused these guys to get in the wall? That's the crazy part.
Well, they just got tires, so that's not it.
I mean, what caused them to get in the wall? Now we're going to burn it down with fire once again, but we shouldn't
burn it.
All I want to know is what caused them to get in the wall. I think it's just a product of low tire pressures, Nation. I mean, the caution had just come out. You can see Greg running the bottom. But I don't see him have any problem is the thing. I mean, the caution had just come out. He comes out of 2. They're going down here to 3 and 4, and I believe it was on the exit of turn 4, which is where all the people complained in qualifying. You know, qualifying's only 2 laps. We're within the first lap of this restart. He was just tight off of turn 4 and drove it up into the fence.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And the guy behind him did. Another
really,
synchronized.
The one who really got the bad. Holy crap, what kind of name is that dude got in the chat, Nation?
Really?
He put a vote in for Troy Cook, it looks like.
Dude, no, we're not going to count that until you change your name. Well, it's not up to me, it's up to Bernie.
Maybe it was Ryan Gallagher. No, we're not counting the vote. He will change his name, or the vote get counted, or she'll change their name.
I mean, I know we swear up here and stuff, but come on, we don't say that.
Right. And we definitely don't change our names to that.
No, sir.
So I'm going to take a quick break while we're under caution here.
Me too, man. I got to pee.
I'll catch you guys in a jiff.
Be right back.
Junior, since you're back, keep them entertained.
I don't know how to do that. Well, that's a heck of a name. Yeah, Garrison, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I had to take a break. Get rid of what? Okay. Again, I still don't know what's going on, other than I'm drinking a nice cold lion's head. That's what happens when you leave for a little bit and, you're not paying attention. Another vote for the 3 car. Ooh, you guys ain't back yet. We going green. Austin Wagner, you're lead.
Oh, I'm back. I'm just trying to see you struggle.
Did we miss a whole restart, Junior?
Well, you missed the beginning of it. Nation was sitting here being quiet, watching me struggle, so he could have
I'm
called
still looking at a yellow flag.
Did they restart? Junior?
Junior, check your Are you on lap 63?
The vote will only count, just so everyone in the audience knows on YouTube, the vote will only count if he changes his name. If the voter does not change their name, the vote will not count. Because that's almost like somebody just throwing in the count together real fast. You know what I mean?
Right, we ain't doing that.
That may have even potentially voted off another original account. I know shady shit when I see it.
It's not like they win anything. I mean, actual physical something. I mean, come on. It's just for shits and giggles.
Well, I mean, you can smell shit. You know what I mean?
But I mean, when you start doing that, you're just ruining it. And
Are you stalking
Then there's
me?
no point in
What?
today. No.
You said you can smell shit. I said, are you stalking me?
God damn.
God damn, man. Your self-esteem needs to bump up a notch. Your dating life will.
I don't even want to talk about this shit.
You need to start dating supermodels, bro, so your shit goes up.
You know any?
Yeah.
Didn't think so.
Oh,
Google
yeah, I
it.
know a lot of them. They're on, the internet.
Yeah. Do you know them personally?
I'm in West Virginia. No.
Exactly. Shut up.
You're in Pennsylvania. No.
Exactly.
Where's Jennifer Gardner is from? West Virginia. What's that?
Jeff Martin, we got you up here in the broadcast booth, buddy.
Oh, God damn it.
What's that? Why you goddamning me there?
Oh, no, I dropped my cigarette on the floor.
All right,
Oh,
tell us a
shit.
little bit about those tires out there. What's going on them
Okay.
restarts?
The reason you saw what's his face in the front, damn it, I can't remember who was up there.
Greg
The
Rourke.
reason you saw him go on the wall, I did the same thing twice. When you come around your first lap on the restart, you get about 158, 160 miles an hour in the turn. You can't do that. You can only do 158, 165 miles, 160 miles an hour in the turn for the whole lap. The next time you go in, you might be able to do a little over that, but you can't get to like 167 or so in the turns until you're about on your third lap and you got heat in the tires. Otherwise, you're going to go straight into the wall.
That looked about like what we were seeing too. I mean,
I did it right behind Greg and them. I just didn't wreck, and I saw him go flying across, but I had already kind of got into the wall, and I was down to about 158 miles an hour going into that turn.
Yeah, we got a little discrepancy on the voting on YouTube right now, so I'm going to go ahead and put it point blank so everyone in there can understand it well. If your name is fucking bitch, you may want to change your name before we'll count your vote. It's
Or
simple.
anything.
It's that
anything
simple.
like that.
It's that simple. Anything like that. You're
Sorry.
right.
Or
Just
every
put your
time
name
you
in there
vote,
as
it
nation
goes
as a
towards
fucking
Jeff.
pig. I'll count it.
Right, or Vern's an ass. You guys recall that
Right.
broadcast? We don't need that.
Yes,
in
I
there.
do.
Sorry.
All right, we're getting restarted here, so pace car's in. Good luck to you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Get him, Jeff.
And we're restarted. Austin Wagner in the 19 is going to shoot out to the lead.
A little bit of a rocket there, too.
Junior, if you voted, it would be a conflict of interest.
Yeah, see, you can.
That's why I have to.
We're not team owner.
It gets comical, but you brought it to my attention, Nation, and
Yeah, we ain't. I mean, if you want to call me a dick, do it all day long.
Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
care.
Look, Playboy, I mean, this shouldn't be a discussion. Your name is fine. If it wasn't, we would have said something. So it shouldn't be a discussion. Right? I thought that it was clear enough.
We are clear. We're done.
I'm not. It's done in mute. Fix the name, count the vote, period.
Really don't know how hard that is.
If it's going to start creating problems, we can take the driver of the day away. I'm just saying.
No, come on. It's just one thing happened. I mean, whatever. And then, you know what? It probably will build up, but we'll deal with it.
Back to the second and third spot here. That's going to be the 51 of Troy Cook. Look at Adam Tips there in that 54 making his way up.
He is getting there, isn't he? Who's that? Is that
That's Adam Tips.
No, behind him in that black and green car, is that Hootie? Adam?
No, that's McKinney. That's that 13 of Adam McKinney right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll tell you that voting is getting serious tonight, Nation.
Okay.
We don't have many ground rules, but we got to have a couple, don't we?
Well, the bullshit thing.
But it's not like we're asking for their email address or anything where we can spam them.
Well, no, we're not fucking. I mean, they don't actually get anything except, pat on the back.
They get an interview in the broadcast booth.
That, I would deny that if I ever had.
I did deny
Be
it
like-
on a few of them.
Oh, talk to Vernon. No, hell no.
They try to pull me up there after I got wrecked out. I'm like, don't do that. I have nothing nice to say. Do not do that.
Yeah, there was a few times I was like, no, you do not want to talk to Vernon. Oh, let's do it anyway. Okay, I'm out.
They learned their lesson and quit doing it. I'm just cruising back through the field with the camera. We're back here on the 9 car, Red the Barber right now.
That is Red the Bar.
Red running 7th in that 9 car. Having a good solid night here.
He is doing good, but isn't Adam up ahead of him? McKinney?
Yeah, McKinney's up there. Where was he? 3rd or 4th spot? 4th spot.
Yeah.
So McKinney's having a good night tonight. Adam McKinney in that 13 car. I'm watching this battle right now because behind them two guys, or behind Tyler here, you're going to see the 21 of Todd Cray. But right behind him is that 48 car, Greg Rourke.
Greg ain't gonna give up.
We know Greg's had a really, really fast race car tonight. As these laps start ticking off, I'd say that it's about go time for the 48 car. He's just a patient.
He might lay back for a few laps.
He's a patient driver. He'll lay back. He'll let them work their tires up, get their right front hot, and then he'll start moving up through the field. And it looks like
a dangerous driver.
It looks like that's what they're doing. The 21 car's working a similar pattern because you've seen him get around the 9 car as well. So Greg Rourke in the 48 is up into the 8th position now, so well inside the top 10. You got Tyler Lambert or Red the Barber back in 9th there. 10th spot, you're going to see the 63 of Glenn Jamison. Glenn having a nice solid run tonight. And Glenn, if you watch this, I didn't forget about you. I will put your spec list together on that PC and get it to you as soon as possible, buddy. He'll know what I'm talking about. So we go back to the 11th position, and we're going to find the guy we just interviewed up here. That's Jeff Martin in the 14 car.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we're back to tied on our driver of the vote. Driver
Yes,
of the
we
day
are.
vote. Back to tied.
Have you voted?
No, I don't. I usually stay out of it.
All right, then I'm staying out.
As a broadcaster, I kind of want to stay in the middle. I don't want to be biased one way or the other. And every
Okay,
once in
I'm
a
staying
while,
out.
every great once in a while, though, I'll throw a vote in for the winner of the race.
But I've never been in on one that was this close, so I'm staying out.
It's a really and it's a battle. I mean, if we've seen the name that come in, so
Yeah.
it's a battle.
Junior, he's dead.
Oh, we're under caution, Nation.
Doesn't mean I can't vote for him.
But he's dead.
You know what caution means? Somebody turned their car the wrong way.
They went right.
We're going to burn it down with fire. Let's take a look and see what caused the caution here. Oh, I can tell you what caused it. That feller's backwards when he should be forward.
Going the wrong way.
All right, so I see the 09, Trent Ripley. He's back here behind the 86 of Johnson here. No, coming out of 4. That wall caught him. And holy crap, I'm dizzy. Ooh. I think Moody may have kissed
damn.
him. Just slightly kissed him.
Yeah, just barely. That's not common for Moody. He usually aims for dead.
Looked
Where
like
is
he was-
Moody?
David Moody. 20th position right there. Right behind John Sanu, Michael Updegraff, and the 96 up there, Coors Light car.
There's Blankenship.
Steve Blankenship, and then you got, I think it's Patterson there in the 28. Brad Patterson. So he's up there in front of these guys. And
what are we looking at? 40 laps?
Pit road very busy. Yep, we got 40 laps remaining, so one good long run for these guys. If they go green after this, it'd be close on a pit stop.
So they may have to do one more.
Yeah,
if it went green the whole.
Yeah, if it goes green the whole way, I think they'll have to pit one more time, maybe for a splash of fuel.
No tires, sir.
Not if it's going to be that close of a run. I'd probably come down, take a splash of fuel, because it's a lot faster than tires.
Right.
You do realize that Dead Gorilla was 30% of the American voters, right?
What?
Do what?
The last election.
He's
The
talking
last election,
ombre or whatever the hell that
for Dead
gorilla.
Gorilla was president.
Okay, well,
What
he
kind of
didn't
conspiracy
win, so-
shit is that?
It's not statistic.
But they didn't win, so let's move on.
I'm just saying they'd rather.
I mean, there was one time
Corey
when I
Reese
was like,
is saying no, they didn't.
it was like when I was like 19, I
It
voted
was
for Mickey Mouse.
0.3%, Corey Reese says, and you know he's using Google right now.
You know he is because he's on a caution lap.
And it was as a write-in vote as a joke.
People still voted.
I don't know. I don't know where this shit comes from.
If you're smart enough to vote for a dead gorilla, stop voting.
The gorilla probably would have been a better president.
Then who?
Anyway, I can ban him.
A better president than who?
The last
Wait.
three.
Are we talking about Trump here? Or?
Uh-oh. Thin ice, bro. You might want to answer that carefully.
Well, it's a broadcast booth, so it shouldn't get political anyway. I'm just saying.
True.
So let's keep it non-political and keep it all friendly here.
We're going to do all religion all the time.
I still vote for Harambe for driver of the day. Just because an actual vote would be, you know.
Well, Harambe's not a driver at WFO.
Right. And
Exactly.
you own a
That's the
team at WFO.
And you own a team at
so
WFO.
And
probably not a good idea.
if I voted for an actual driver, it would be conflict of interest. So I vote for Harambe.
What if you voted for a driver outside of your team? Then it's no longer a conflict of interest.
Why would I do that?
Vote for the Trump card.
See what I mean?
Or vote for that Howling card.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this battle is just getting awesome for driver of the day. It's great on the racetrack, but the driver of the day is hot as can be right now, nation.
I know Diana has her hands full.
I'm digging the name, Nugget. I like it, nation.
Nugget Cook.
That's right. Jacob Cook in there voting. We do want to welcome everybody to the broadcast. Not all the cooks, but everyone.
He welcomes everybody but me.
Even Junior, you're welcome. Even though you're not a Trump supporter, we don't care.
I don't.
I thought we weren't getting political.
I know. I'm just saying. I just threw it out there, nation.
This is gonna set that right here.
I don't support politicians.
All right, pace car's in. We went green flag racing again. In case you guys missed it, 19 car Austin Wagner. Good restart. Good restart for the 51 of Troy Cook. You see Troy Cook battling right now for second. I'll tell you what, Adam Tips in the 54 sent it off in the corner, just like you're supposed to, and he's going to take second. But he gets into the outside wall hard. Troy Cook misses him.
Oh,
and the 54 is going the
Damn.
wrong direction now. Son of a bitch, that was painful to look at, was it not?
It was a little bit painful.
So did you get back talking Harambe?
What?
Harambe dead.
I didn't backtalk Harambe.
It's dead.
Not you, Nation.
There's the 54 car. Adam Tips, you see him battling right now in the 16th position. That's how. Uh-oh, 09. Trent Ripley's in the wall. What's the alert thing you got on your thing, Nation?
The alert thing.
Oh, don't do it. I know what it is now. I had to think about it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
There's some people might laugh, other people won't. Meanwhile, back up front, 19 car. Austin Wagner, the leader. Right behind Tim, the 51 of Troy Cook. I don't even want to show you who's up to third. There you go, Nation. That 48 car, Mr. Greg Rourke. He's running the 51 down right now.
Oh, he ain't done yet.
Look at, I'm telling you, oh man, he looked like he got a little bit out of shape there on that corner exit, Nation. Oh shit, we're
He's
blinking.
got a little bit sideways.
I think the 48 might have blinked a couple times there.
I saw the whole track blink.
Yeah, that's because the car you're on, if they blink, it'll do that. But he's going to take second.
Oh, okay.
That's going to move Troy Cook back to third.
Telling you, you know that 48's hungry.
He's on a mission. We're at lap 86 of 120, but where they went green at and about how many laps I know in my head they can run on Fuel Nation, I'm going to look for some guys to be conserving some fuel on this run. Really, I am. I'll tell you another guy late in the race here who's coming up towards the front. That's that 77 car, Garrett Helmlinger. And Helmlinger looks like he's flying right now. He moves up on the back bumper of the 51 of Troy Cook, and I think Helmlinger might have a hot rod.
So you think the 48 might be burning something?
I don't think the third. I think all these guys up here are really, and I don't know. I mean, I might be out to lunch where they all have to stop for a splash of fuel anyway. You see what I mean?
Well, you know more about this shit than I do.
Well, I'm thinking with 50% fuel, they're probably, lucky to get 30 laps on a run, 31 laps. And if they stretch it, maybe 32. Right. And they had, 37 to go at the restart?
Yeah.
I think it was 37 or 38 to go at that restart. So, I mean, that's stretching. And you could feasibly stretch 6 laps out of fuel. We appreciate that there, Corey Reese. He said Troy has a little bit of damage, so let's go ahead and take a look at that damage as he's getting pressure from the 77 car.
It's Helmlinger.
Yes, it is. All right, so I'm taking a look at the front. It may be a little damaged, but, I mean, I don't see a ton of damage on the front.
I don't see any.
No, it's there. If you look, his tire's sticking out a little bit. So he's got a little damage on the right front of that car. It's nothing terrible. But it could be enough to affect his handling.
Damn, Vern, you can see more than I can.
I can tell by the tire sticking out. It's not supposed to do that.
Well, yeah, but it's
I'll take
like
one. Yeah, well, that means that it's not damaged real bad, but you can see the opening, the gap, too, on the left-hand side of the hood. That's the other way. Oh, man, the votes are coming back in again, Nation.
See, I don't even have to vote because Hal's got it.
See, Vern has really good observation skills. You just have the power of the voodoo.
Huh?
I said Vern has the good observation skills, and Nation just has the power of the voodoo.
Well,
remember last year the voodoo thing where he called direct?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good memory, Junior.
Damn, I forgot about that.
It's out on the racetrack, and I think the real race, though, is in here for the driver of the day. It's gotten dirty. I will downright say it. It has gotten dirty tonight, Nation.
It's fun.
It is fun, but it got dirty.
Well,
I didn't say we didn't like it.
Just votes as long as everybody's having fun, you know.
That's right.
We're all good.
All right, 48 car Greg Rourke in second. They caught a lap car, John Sanu in the 86. But I'll tell you, Helmlinger and Troy Cook are hanging on, man. Oh, 77 gets kind of screwed a little bit there, lapping the 86.
That was a little sketchy.
He had to check up briefly.
But he got it.
You see the 51 going to the outside at 86 car now. That's Troy Cook running forward. Man, that lead's shrinking, Nation.
I see it.
Ding dong, man. The more laps they tick off here, the closer and closer to that lead the 48 car gets. But let's go back and take a look at some of the other battles on the track. Here's a battle for third place. That's the 51 of Troy Cook, the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. Back a little farther, you're going to see a battle right here between the 13 of Adam McKinney and the number 3 of Hal Amy. This is a battle for the 5th position. Hal Amy has it. You can see McKinney moving on the inside in the 13. He might get that 3-car cleared. He's going to clear him right here. Add Todd Cray in that 21 to the battle. Todd Cray looking to the outside of the 3-car. I don't think that's going to work for Todd Cray there on the entry of the corner. He's got a lot of...
Yeah, he seemed like he was a little high.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of pressure from that 42 car David Elliott back there too. Oh no. Hal got a hell of a run right there. He didn't really have nowhere to go on the 13. But they're going to have to watch that rear view because working the high side and moving up. And oh, Sanu gets into the wall. John Sanu in the 86 hammers the outside wall. You see David Elliott right there in the 42. He wants to join this battle between the 13 and 3. This is going to be a battle for the 5th position. 13 has 5th.
Oh, Hogan's doing good.
Who?
The 13.
Hell, he's having a great run here tonight. But Hal Amy gonna, oh, they make contact, 13 into the outside wall. We're gonna stay green. Hal Amy gonna slow down a little bit. He gained 5th, but he's gonna give it back momentarily to the 42. That's David Elliott.
That's all right. We got time.
Then we go back here to the 63. Glenn Jamison battling side by side with the 49. That's gonna be our own Tim Hamlet. This is going to be for the 7th position, I believe. We got battles all over the racetrack. Right behind these two, you're going to see that 9-car, Tyler Lambert, Red.
Red the Barber.
Red the Barber, that's right. Red running in the, I don't know, he's running in one of the positions.
He's running in a position somewhere.
I had to click on the thing to get it to come up there. He's running 9th. But he might not be for long because the 8-car of Steve Blankenship's looking to get it.
And Steve ain't no slouch either.
And Steve Blankenship's going to take the position away. So that's going to move Steve to the 9th position up in the top 10. And why we went away from the front of the field, there has been a lead change, Nation.
You are.
Yeah, by about 2 seconds. So in that time we went through the field, he went from second to the lead, and he's got a 2.1 second gap now.
Told you he was.
But that could tell you something else. I don't see the 19 car. Who's saving on fuel?
Good point.
I can tell you who is the 19 car, Austin Wagner.
20 laps to go. Is it feasible?
Gas gauge is going to start getting low. David Elliott in the 42 is going to hit pit road, so he's using a different strategy than others might.
So you think that was a smarter strategy?
Well, anytime you got to go down pit road, I mean, you got a slower speed limit, so you got to slow down for that and lose a ton of time. And
Yeah,
then
you're
if you
gonna
only
lose
put
that,
4 or
but
5 seconds of fuel in, that's still 4 or 5 seconds you lost on the racetrack. I have literally coasted across the finish line more times than I can count in one races.
So if you were him, what would you?
If you're close enough to the front of the field and you can save fuel, I think we're going to get another caution, though. I'm looking at this race between the 3, the 86, and the 63, and, man, that's tight racing right there. You got the 8 car joining in. You see the 63 on the high side. That's actually the 49, not the 3. I'm sorry, Tim Hamlet's in that mix. Them guys were doing battle.
But if you right now, if you're in the let's say
It
the
depends
49
on how
car,
many I got to save. If it's feasible, I only got to save 4 or 5 laps of fuel. Hell yes, I'm going to save fuel and go for the win. If it gets to the point where it's more than that, then I may decide that I'm going to split the run in half and pit. You see what I mean?
all right. So Troy has almost a second lead. You think he should start?
It's too late now. They done been running full song too long to save that much fuel.
So he has to come in.
Yeah, he's already made his bet on that. The question, when is he going to come in? And when he does go in, is he going to take 2 tires, 4 tires, and fuel? You know what I mean? Or just fuel only? That's the other thing.
All right, if you're Troy Cook, what would you do?
Come in, take splash of fuel, and head back out.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I'll bet you if I go back and look at what Rourke and them did, it was the same thing. You see Rourke falling back here to 13. He's back here right behind John Sanu. Now Rourke's scoring 11.
Looks like they're scattering everywhere.
Well, you got pit stops going on because a lot of guys are wanting to get in early, but David Moody is sideways and wrecking.
That's why they call him Mayhem.
So Mayhem might put a wrench in the deal for these guys.
Yeah, because the caution would change everything.
I think we just got a caution, actually.
Did I see that number 3 car?
I'm pretty sure we just got a caution flag.
Yep.
All right, let's burn it down with what? Fire!
Charcoal
Right
and lighter fluid.
The fire, the charcoal, the lighter fluid, whatever we got to use to get the fire going. Back it up again. I see Moody coming off pit road here. He may have just lost it coming up to speed. I don't know. And then again, I don't even know if it caused caution what he did, but we're going to find out. He got loose coming off exit of pit road, and he locked it down right there in the pits. He's going to shoot up towards the racetrack. I don't think 88 would have caused it doing that, Nation. If he did, iRacing is just freaking broke. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't see anything else that went on the racetrack, though, as a problem. 9 of Trent Ripley's in the wall. That could have triggered the caution right there. The 9 got in the wall and slowed way down, and that probably is likely what triggered it. The 18 was all the way at the bottom of the track and off the track, and you don't get cautions over that usually, so I doubt very seriously that the 18 car caused that. I'll tell you.
So it wasn't Mayhem.
No, it wasn't Mayhem. I'll tell you somebody who was probably pretty happy to see that caution.
Not the leader.
Oh, your leader was.
Why?
The fast guys he was racing already hit pit road. Means more than likely he's got them a lap down. See what I mean?
Yeah, but did he pit?
I don't know. He might have pitted when
I
we
mean-
went back
I mean-
over to replays. I got no way to know. The pit stops happen because I'm showing the 19 as the leader now.
I still wouldn't put that 48 out.
Yes. I'm scoring Greg back here in the 10th position, so he's going to have a little bit of work to do with not very many laps to get it done, Nation.
13.
Not that when they go green.
Oh, yeah, probably, what, 11, not 10.
Yeah, they'll probably go green with about 10 to go, but you got to remember there is 2 green-white checkers, so I'm not really going to count anybody out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So Austin Wagner's going to be the leader now. Troy Cook in the 51's going to fall back to the 5th spot here. The good news is everybody should be able to make it on fuel. The bad news is these late cautions tend to breed quick cautions.
A lot more caution.
And this thing started off strong. There wasn't that many cautions, a lot of green flag racing, and the second half of this thing's had its share of stop it or slowdowns on the track, Nation.
Yeah, I know. It's cautions.
Cautions breed cautions.
And then when you get to the end, I mean, come on. Some people get impatient and just can't just figure out a way to.
We appreciate all the likes coming into the broadcast tonight with 11 laps to go. It's still not too late to make that race heat up some more, is it, Nation?
Nope.
Not the race on the track. We're talking about the race you guys control, which is the driver of the day. The voting for the driver of the day. So we're going to crown a driver of the day at the end of this one. But we're going to crown a winner, and Austin Wagner got a hell of a restart here. 10 laps to go as they cross the line. That 19 car took off. I'm amazed with the guy up in second here.
Mr. Blankenship?
Mr. Blankenship, look at third back there with that 3-car Hal Lamy.
There he is.
There's Steve Blankenship. There's Hal Lamy. Let's get a little better camera view here.
How could possibly happen?
Oh, he's all over. Oh, he may have tagged the bumper on that 8-car a little bit. I don't know where the 8-car got loose in front of him. The 96 going to fly by on the high side. Here comes 86. And what are we under again, Nation?
A goddamn car. What the hell?
I think that might be the 51 of Troy Cook. We're going to have to burn it down with
Looks
fire.
like him.
Got to burn it down with the fire. Let's get it going. See what happened. Who did it, Junior? Who wrecked? Holy shit, that was a hard hit. All right, 51, Troy Cook racing around with the 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. Oh, man, the 77, 51 make contact, and the 51 becomes a top.
Yeah,
And then they're wrecking behind him. 54, 70, Burt Wilson, Adam Tips in it. David Mayhem Moody in the 88's going to escape any of the drama.
I think they were just trying to check it. You know what I mean? After he started spinning, I think they just started tapping the brake.
So the 51 does have a little damage here. He's probably going to have to take that to the attention of his crew. Meanwhile, back up front.
Back in reality.
Back in reality, the 19 car. Austin Wagner, the leader. 8 car, Steve Blankenship, second. Third place, you're going to see the 96 car. That's Michael Updegraff. Then you go back to fourth, you're going to find that 3-car Hal Amy, and rounding out the top 5 is going to be the number 41 of Nick Gardner. That's interesting, man. We're seeing some cars that we hadn't really seen all night up towards the front here, Nation.
Yes, sir.
19 car's been a fixture. He's pretty much ran up in the top 5, all race long. And I told him, I think it was in last week's interview, that finishes that consistently, you're going to find yourself in victory lane pretty soon.
You did say that.
And I think that we may see that tonight in the K&N Series. I really do. I think he's really good on the restarts. The 19 car, that is, of Austin Wagner. I think he's really good on the restarts, and I do believe he's going to be able to hold on tonight. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you got guys like the 3 car up there and the 8 car and the 41, there are several guys I'd pull for, but I don't really have one favorite. You know what I mean? I'm just going by what I've seen on the restarts and stuff.
Right, we're just broadcasters. We're not gonna. I'm done picking.
We're in no way going to pick the winner of this race.
I know who I'm rooting for, but I'm not picking a favorite.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, we got people that we're rooting for in our heads, obviously, but we don't. I'd like,
right?
It's like I've said before, Nation. I'd like to see all of them win. I really would.
Well, I would too, but that can't happen.
15 races in a season. If we had 15 different winners, it wouldn't hurt my feelings none.
Well, I mean, if they all won, we might as well just go play Little League softball. Everybody gets a trophy.
All right, so we're under caution number 8 right here. Showing 6 laps to go, so about 5 when they get a restart, which means they'll restart and still have 2 green-white checkers left. And here I thought I was getting done at a decent time.
Nope.
No?
Well, no, it wouldn't be bad. It's only 10:30.
We still got interviews. I still got to do points. Exactly.
Why can't you do the points the next morning?
Because people like checking the points at night.
Okay, they get what they pay for. You can just do it the next morning.
Well, if they get what they pay for, I wouldn't do them at all.
No, well, don't do that.
Well, just saying.
Just saying.
I don't get paid for this job, Nation.
I'm glad I do.
You don't either.
Wait, what?
You don't get paid. I don't get paid. Junior don't get paid. The drivers don't get paid.
I don't get paid?
This whole show don't get paid.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm
We've received no compensation, not even from Country Time Limited. All right, these guys got to quit flashing, damn it. That's illegal.
Illegal.
Illegal. The flashing is not allowed. Take the flashing off my TV screen, you... I'm going to say it. Don't say that.
You son of a bitches.
You son of bitches. You take that shit off there.
You take that flashing shit and you take it on home with
You
you.
can shove it up your ass. All right, we're going to get Barry.
Flashing down on just, you carry an ass whooping out.
We're 2 by 2. How far back? All the way to the wreck.
All the way to the gate.
All the way to the wreck, Nation. Are we going to have another wreck? I almost bet you we do. We're going to go green here with 5 to go.
5,
Man, I got to give that 8-car Steve Blankenship a little credit, Nation. He hit the gas pedal. He's sticking right with the 19 on this restart. Steve Blankenship right on the bumper of that 19 of Austin Wagner.
Steve ain't fucking around.
He's not. He's looking to the inside down the straightaway here. Let's see if he can do something in the corner. You see the 19 car starting to open it up a little bit. Blankenship. Oh, they're wrecking. Nick Gardner. Oh, shit.
Son of
Michael
a bitch.
Updegraff. They are wrecking.
Y'all had one job.
Here we go. Fire. Burn it down with fire.
They done burned it down with race car.
No, they tore some shit up right there. We're going to get our first green light checker. Blankenship's slowed up. I think he pushed his tires a little too much and the car wouldn't turn, but I'm looking back here. It looks like the 96 is going to check up in response to that. He's going to net code with the 8 car is what's going to happen that caused all this shit. And the
Dude,
worst,
they were like 8 feet apart.
they were 8 feet apart, but that was definitely net code. When the 96 come up to his inside, look what it did to the 8. Thank you, iRacing.
Glad we can pay for this.
Look at this net code, though. I mean, I'm watching the 96 right here.
Dude.
And then the 8 car. And they're nowhere near each other right there. And what happens?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's just ridiculous. Here's the 96. Really? I mean, look. I could replay this a couple. This is just ridiculous right here.
Save that replay.
Look at the gap.
Yeah, I said they were 8 feet apart.
I have to apologize to the drivers. When they see this, I mean, and there we go, blacked out on the screen again. But when they see this, I don't know, Corey Reese, we got a shit server or what? Oh, he's saying it maybe the 96's connection, which could very well lead to that.
What, 8 feet apart? Or I'm just guessing 8 feet. It was. They were not. They didn't touch.
Here's the deal. I don't care about connections or anything like that at this point. That right there was way too much of a distance between those cars.
Dude, it was huge.
I mean, he could have been on dial-up and there wouldn't have been that much. There shouldn't be that much of a gap. You see what I mean?
I know what you mean. I just saw it.
I could lay down in between those two cars.
Yeah, sideways.
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
Yeah, but you about as round as a fucking number 2 pen.
Comcast lag, they're saying. Damn that Comcast. They're running the whole fucking race nation.
Damn. No, that was clearly. I don't know. I'm not going to say it.
We can talk about that all night long too, but I'm sure the viewers seen it. I showed a good shot about 5 times, so.
You did.
This is what we deal with online racing.
Yeah, because in the real world, you actually have to hit the goddamn car. In iRacing, well, just come close to him.
Somebody needs to get off the Netflix or the what, nation? What else will drag your data down like that, or your latency? Come on.
Pornhub?
Yes, it got you a vacation from your paints, didn't it?
It did get me a vacation from my paint. One ugly ass Pornhub paint. I mean, it was the ugliest paint I've ever done. All it was a gray Camaro with a Pornhub logo on it. That was it.
One day I'm going to get Nation to give me another copy of that email he got from iRacing. I'll put it up on the stream.
I can give it to you right now.
Should we? Well, we're 2x2, so we're getting ready to go green here. If we get another green-white checker, we're putting that shit up there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Austin Wagner's the leader in the 19. Outside of him in the second spot's a 49 of Tim Hamlet. Restarting third is going to be that number 3 of Hal Lamy, and fourth is Garrett Helmlinger in the 77. First green-white checker of the night. Pace car is looking for his way off the racetrack. He hasn't found it yet as they're on the back straightaway. It's going to take him a minute. He's stoned, Nation.
Who is?
The pace car driver. I'm pretty sure he's stoned.
Well, he's driving a Ford.
That's a good
I'd
point.
have to be.
That's a pretty good point you got there, Nation. So it's very valid. We'll take that one. All right, 1949, 377. That's your top four. Any four of these guys can win it. Pace cars in. Austin Wagner gets a great restart that time. 19 car said, sorry, boys, it's time to go. And he does it. The battle's for second with the 3 car and the 49. Looks like Hal Amy's going to clear the 49 car. You see that Trump machine right behind him, and the wreck's on. Todd Crayon, the 21, looks like he might have got hooked. And there's some
still okay.
tore up race cars, so we're going to get us another green-white checker. And we're tied for driver of the day, so it's a good thing we got our second and final green-white checker. That way you guys can break that tiebreaker.
I will not be voting for driver of the
Or
day.
vote for any other driver you want to put a vote in for, because you still have time to do it, as we're on our second overtime.
Hey, Vern.
Is this our second overtime, Corey, or is our first one? Corey Reese will tell me. Yes, Junior.
For the fans at home who don't know, would you please explain to them what happens during the second overtime, the last green?
I got to burn it down with fire real quick, too, find our thing.
Burn it.
After the second green-white checker, if there's a caution, the race is over. All right, here we go. We burn it down with fire. There's the contact, 77 and 96. That's going to affect a mess of cars back here. You see some bent shit. Trent Ripley, 0748. I'll tell you what, I'm going to ride with that 88 of Moody.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to ride with them. Exactly. The last 2 wrecks, this guy has been a master of avoiding this shit. So let's get on board with Moody here, and let's take a look from the inside of his car. Got that gyro cam going on. Moody sees a wreck through his windshield. He's like, shit, what am I going to do? They're high, they're low, they're sliding everywhere. Look at Moody. Nice and smooth. 88 car doesn't even get a scratch on it, Nation.
Yeah, he did that like a boss.
Like a boss. David Moody, this butt is for you.
Goddamn right, Moody.
Moody nailed it. They call him Mayhem, but I'm going to start having to call him Mr. Smooth after that one.
He was avoiding me.
He did what was necessary.
That was very good.
All right, what happened to our leader? Something is going on with the 19 of Austin Wagner.
Should be behind the pace car right about now.
Well, he's going to the end of the field. Oh, you know what? I bet he got a restart violation from that last restart. Oh, boy. This changes everything. Your new leader in a battle for driver of the day. By far won the most driver of the days at WFO Racing. Hal Amy in the 3 car, your new leader. I think the 19 might have had a penalty from the last restart. If I was a betting man, that's what I would bet would have happened there. I don't know of any other reason he would have come down pit road other than the fact that he might have been short on fuel. Maybe he stayed out, didn't have enough fuel, who knows.
Tell you what, if Hal wins this, I'm going to lose my...
You got the 28 behind him. That's going to be Brad Patterson in the 28. Then you have the 63, Glenn Jamison, the 86 back there, John Sanu. And the 88 of David Moody, I see. I think Moody might be a lap down now. Actually, he's not. Moody is 5th. That's what avoiding those wrecks does, Nation.
Fuck yeah.
Where's Moody at? Got to get us an interview. Moody, we got you in a broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I'm in here, buddy.
All right, man. You are the king of avoiding wrecks tonight. Tell us about it.
Well, that was fucking awesome.
just dumb luck, basically. I got a good view out in front here. It's good flat tracks helping me out. So when I see them upside down, I've been there, so I know which way to go.
Yeah, we were keeping an eye on it. We even went on board with you to show how good of a job you're doing. But I know you get ready for a restart. We won't take too much of your time. Up in the top 5, man, you going to be able to get it done here?
I'm going to hang on to her, boys, and make it happen. I'm going full send in turn 1.
Best of luck to you, Moody. Go do it, buddy.
Thanks, boys. We appreciate it.
All right, that's the driver of the 88 car, David Moody there. We didn't want to take up too much of his time as we're 2x2. How far back, Nation?
All the way to the gate.
All the way to the gate of their final wreck car back there. But Hal Amy's your leader in 3. Brad Patterson, the 28, on the outside of him. Right behind Hal's the 63 Glenn Jamison. To his outside is the 86 of Johnson New. Then you see the 88, David Mayhem Moody in that 88 car. They're ready. They're 2x2.
Let's go.
Pace car ducked in. Hal Amy gets a really good restart here. He's going to get out by several car lengths. The 28 don't look like he got going real good. He's going to get a little bumper love from the 86, it looks like. The 28 just didn't go. Hal Amy's got about 8 to 10 car lengths here.
He's gone.
Hal Amy in the 3 trying to make something happen. Can he hang on?
2 laps. Am I reading that right?
Hal Amy going for his first win of the season, second of his career at WFO. He's 1 lap away. He's going to take the white flag this time. Hal Amy on the white flag lap at Chicagoland in the K&N Series. Nation, are you on the edge of your seat now?
Fuck you, I don't want to talk.
You want the good news. Hal Amy just pulled away by another 2 car lengths through 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Hal Amy with damn near a half a second gap coming through 3 and 4. He's going to keep it out of the wall. He's going to bring it to the finish line, and Hal Amy is going to win it in Chicagoland.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
What a good job there on that last restart.
Oh, son of a bitch, I'm about to have work.
Man, that was a long time coming right there, Nation.
God damn it.
It worked out for him. I'm not sure what happened with the 19 earlier. Like I said, it could have been a penalty or maybe he ran himself low on fuel. But once Hal Amy got up there on a clear racetrack on a restart, and leading a restart, it was game over. That 3 car was fast
awesome.
enough to pull away at the end, and he's going to get the win. And let's see if we can get a final on driver of the day. Did Hal get it?
That's up to Diana.
Well, if they're tied, the highest finish in position's the tiebreaker, which will give it to Hal.
Well, that would be.
So we're going to wait for confirmation from Diana, but we're going to go ahead and get Hal up here. Nation, you want to do the winner interview tonight?
No, you do it.
All right. Hal Amy, we got you up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead, Vern.
You did it, man.
Heck yeah.
You did it. We were pulling for you in the booth when you restarted on, the front row there, and looked like you got a good restart. Tell us about that last restart. What was going through your mind?
I just knew I had to get away clean, and them guys were fast behind me. So I knew I had to get out and try to get her going. We got her.
Yeah, you got a great restart there, and I was looking for the closing gap, and it looks like you actually pulled away from them there to the finish line, Hal.
Yeah, we were just trying to get through there easy and hang on.
I'm wondering how much clean did it feel like the clean air being up front might have helped your car out any with turning, or?
I think it helped it turn a lot with the clean air.
That's good to hear, man. It kind of a up and down day for you, but luck finally fell your way tonight, Hal.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And now that you won the race, Hal, I think that
awesome.
means you're on. I think that means you're on booty duty tonight at home.
Well,
right?
It's going to come down to a twofold thing here, because there was actually a tie for the driver of the day. And
awesome.
A tie between you and your teammate, the 51 of Troy Cook.
That means Hal wins it since he won the race.
I don't even know the shitload number of votes that come in for
Let
each
me
of
tell you what.
You're
Vote
right,
me
Jeff.
to 51.
Do
I
what?
think Hal can
Vote me to
deter it to the
51.
51.
Hal detoured it to the 51, so the driver of the day is going to be the 51 of Troy Cook. If Hal declines
Yeah.
it, it goes to the 51, so the 51 will get the driver of the day.
The words defer. I'm just saying.
What? But
Hell,
defer.
that was fucking awesome, bro.
That
All
was
right.
exciting at the end.
You know
Hal,
what?
Yeah,
you
No,
need to get up in there and get on booty duty, brother. You won
What
now.
the hell?
Your wife's
You're
got to
on
be on
booty
booty.
duty, he says.
That's right.
So Troy Cook, you got stick around Discord. We'll get you in here in a little bit. Hal, man, congratulations. I don't know how many times I could say that. That was
Thanks,
awesome.
guys. That was a lot of fun.
It was seriously awesome,
You
Hal.
put on a great finish. I mean, seeing your car up there at the end of that last restart, I'm like, damn, he's got a good shot at it. I thought you had a good shot when you restarted third before that because you had a pretty fast race car on those restarts. So
Well, I had a good restart, but I caught Steve in the corner there, and I don't know if he was trying to slow down or what, but we got together there, and that's when I got pushed back. But then we just said, well, we're third, so we'll go again.
And you did it, man, and you made it work. You found victory lane here in Chicagoland. It's just awesome, Hal. We congratulations.
To all the guys here too, man. We got good drivers. They give you room.
Yeah, they do. It looked like everybody, pretty much raced each other clean there on that restart. And behind you, it got a little messy where someone could have got wrecked, but it didn't happen. So those guys all did a good job. You did an awesome job tonight, man. This is all you.
I want to thank everybody and all the viewers, all our drivers, you guys, it's what this is about.
Well, thank you, Hal. We're going to get our second
Don't
place.
cry, Hal. Don't cry. Don't cry.
I won't.
He's going to fight back the tears.
Miss Amy, you need to go get the champagne ready. Hal, booty duty Amy is on.
All right,
Wow.
here we go.
champagne's already popped, boy.
Hey, what are you doing in the damn room?
I got to get the second place finisher up here.
Go ahead, Vern.
Glenn Jamison, we got you up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a
What's up,
copy
buddy?
here. How you doing, guys? Good to see you again this week.
Doing good. Good to have you in the booth tonight, man. Second place. Good job. Good finish for you. Tell us about that last restart there.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was man, what a race, what a night. It was you really had to pick your way through, and it's all about just saving it, wait until the end, kind of keeping everything together, keep your eyes open and whatnot. But man, on that last restart, I had the inside line, which I was happy about because starting on the outside was a little bit harder, and just hard to keep the ground. So I figured, well, I'll just stay close to Hal and I'll be all right. I was actually anticipating that Hal would probably run a little bit further down the front stretch before the green. So he duped me. He caught me napping. He got a good stab there. So I had to go after it a bit. And pretty much out of turn one, I figured I probably didn't have much for him, but just run my line, keep it together. And we finished in second. So we had a good night here.
Well, good job to you, Glenn. I knew it was for everybody. Obviously, it was down to that last restart. So really up and down, though. I've seen a lot of drivers. I mean, you might have been one of them that got caught up in some early stuff and moved to the back and come back to the front. But seeing the change out in cars from what we've seen, the first half of the race to what come to the front in the second half of the race was kind of interesting. And you guys just made a great show for the fans.
Yeah, awesome. That's great. Glad the fans like it. Glad to have people out there watching. It's got as I said before, a great group of guys in here, and I've seen shoot over. This is my second season now. I know you all been running together longer than that, but just guys that we got here more and more. Guys are playing long run, long race, and really timing things out and working together good, and just worked out really well. Guys are doing a great job.
Thank you, Glenn, and I'm sure all the drivers appreciate that. Yeah, it's just the timing. You're right. It's the time that a lot of these guys have been together, and everybody races each other clean. They take care of the race car, and they're all about taking care of their equipment to the end of the run. And you guys are the best in the business when it comes to that. I mean, anybody can watch a broadcast and see it. But the other...
I want to say, too, it's awesome to see Tim Hammett out there with us, too. I was glad to see him running tonight, and it was a lot of fun racing.
Yeah, Tim got him a new PC built, so I'm sure he was pretty glad to be out there, too. Glenn, you got anyone you want to thank before you get out of here?
Hey, I just, like usual, I'm going to thank you guys putting this on. I mean, I have a good time doing this, and Bert and Brad, we have a good time here, good time with John and Tim and all the guys racing here, Troy and Hal, and just really have a good time. You guys up in the booth, Nation, and Hal Jr. and all that. Just want to thank you guys for doing this.
Glenn, thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming out here and racing, and it's good to interview you again. Another good finish in position and good points night for you.
Good race, Glenn.
Thanks, Al. Good win, man. Good for you, buddy.
And yep, Glenn, we're gonna go ahead and keep you in here because I think we got to get your teammate up here that finished third.
10-4.
So let me get down here and find them. We'll move them up. Brad Patterson, we got you up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Brad, buddy. Top 3 tonight. Come back to WFO, jumped in the K&N car at Chicagoland, run up in the top 3. Tell us about your night.
It was a pretty good night. Had a lot of success early, good speed in the car. Just kind of biding our time doing some laps. Got in the wall a little bit, got behind, got mired back in some traffic, tore up a couple cars, just people making some aggressive moves really early. And then at the end, we were able to get some laps together and avoid the wrecks, which was the main thing, and we were able to come home with a solid finish.
Well, good job to you, buddy. It looked like a fun night to be in the K&N car. I could see on lower tire pressures it was giving some drivers a problem out there. What'd you feel on the tires on those restarts?
It was definitely tight for the first about 2 laps, and you had to be very careful going into not so much into 1, you can make a stick, but definitely going in 3, you weren't going to make it out of 4. There was a couple of times where I would go in it, let off, and watch somebody just kind of dive bomb to the inside and just roll out of it a little more as they went across my nose and into the outside wall. But once they got going, they really were able to hook for the entire run. You never really got to the point where you were pushing through the run. You just back the corner up. You change your angle of attack on your corners, your apexes. So it was very fun as far as driving the car goes. You did find a couple of spots where it kind of became a 1-lane track, if you will. So you had to wait for mistakes and really set guys up to pass.
Awesome. Good explanation there. I don't think anyone could explain that better on those. And that what we see in the booth doesn't do justice for it or what the people watching the broadcast do. And awesome job tonight. Top 3. First night back, getting a top 3 finish. So congratulations to you, Brad. You got anyone you want to thank while we have you up here?
Just you guys putting it on. I appreciate you guys letting me come out and participate, and it's a lot of fun. Also, Glenn Jameson, who was just up here, and Bert Wilson, we kind of pal around, and they kind of ag me into coming out a lot, and I appreciate everything that they've done over the years, just keeping us running and keeping us together racing, and just for you guys putting it on, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, we appreciate that. It's all for the fans and the drivers here. That's what it's all about. Nation and I will come in here gladly. We have fun doing it, and you guys you're the showman. You go out as drivers.
Yes, sir.
And you put on the show, and we're just happy to have you guys here.
Well, we appreciate y'all being there and putting it on. So thank you very much.
Great race, Brad.
And with that said, we're going to get our driver of the day, but I also wanted to let you guys know I believe we're pushing a record number of likes on the broadcast.
Really?
I think we are. We're at
I have 27 right now.
We're at a really, really good number for the end of a broadcast. I think 30 might have been our previous, so we're only a few short.
Okay.
So good job. You guys put on a hell of a race tonight. That's proof of it.
Yeah, it's a good run. It's a good run. Good to have you back out here with us, Brad. We had a good night. A lot of fun. A lot of fun running with everybody. And like I said, Vern, you guys do a great job.
Yeah, thanks again. You guys down there in the Evolution channel, right?
Yes, sir.
I couldn't remember where I stole you from. I just went down there and looked at names and
started robbing.
You got some issues.
Shit, I got the whole subscription.
That's Nation for you. I'll find the channel in a minute, Glenn. I'm getting old and my glasses suck. My glasses do suck. I really need to go back to the eye doctor.
Just go to the dollar store, get some new ones.
Why am I not seeing it? I found it to move him down. Maybe I should have took a reference of what it was next to. Titan HBR Radical. I didn't delete the channel, did I?
No.
It's not coming up. He's not in here no more.
Son of a bitch.
He moved out on his own. I couldn't. It wasn't popping up. I mean, I looked through it a million times. So, what the hell?
It'll be all right.
Where is Troy Cook at? There he is. Nation, here you go.
Troy Cook.
What's up?
You gotta play it, Nation.
I'd like to dedicate that song to everyone's mom.
Damn.
That's how you do it when 21 people are tuned into the broadcast, Troy.
just go ahead and go
kidding.
for it, man.
All right, you know why we got you up here, buddy?
What's
Guess
up?
why?
Tell him, Nation.
You are, sir, the weakest. Oh wait, no, driver of the day.
Really?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir.
Hal, huh?
You beat Hal out.
Oh, well, that's cool. Congrats to Hal, first off. That's awesome, dude. Good win. That's so cool, man.
I must say congratulations to all the voters out there.
Yeah, thanks to all my friends and family that tuned in and voted. That's way cool that everyone came out. It means a lot to me.
They come out in force tonight, man.
That's awesome. I really like that.
We were tied, Troy.
Oh, did we tie? That's cool. Should have placed a little better. I was definitely one of the fastest ones out there, especially on the longer run. I just kind of blew it a couple times, got net coated, turned around, and then got into the 54 car, pushing too hard. I washed up the track and hit him, took him out. That was all my, so I apologize to him for that. But yeah, other than that, it was a good race.
You know, Troy,
What's up?
you did follow through with your promise, though.
Oh,
What?
God.
You said we were going to win tonight.
Yes, we did.
You did it.
We won twice, man.
Man, you guys definitely, you and Hal both, all the Cook family and all the Amy family, and the Riddle family, we want to say thank you for coming out in the broadcast.
Absolutely.
And supporting these two drivers. It really means a lot to see that. All the likes in the broadcast. I mean, everybody.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Just an awesome night, and that's why we do it. The drivers come out here because it's fun racing the car, and it's a lot funner when you have a broadcast and can do it in front of your family, and your friends.
That's what it's all about.
That's exactly what it's about. And sometimes I don't think that we get to show the fans and the families that come in and support us enough appreciation. So I want to make sure that we get that out of the way tonight, and they know they're appreciated, and come back in larger numbers tomorrow night.
Yep. Thanks again, everybody.
Troy,
we'll be back.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. What a hell of a race it was on the track, watching Hal go to victory lane and then seeing the driver of the day count just go back and forth all night long.
That's awesome.
Troy Cook.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody who you would like to thank?
Yeah, definitely. HJRM for sure. You guys at WFO for putting this on.
And everybody's
for you guys, we wouldn't.
For
you guys, we wouldn't be having this much fun. So, thanks to my family and friends, everybody that tuned in, and I just appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't bring home the win. I definitely was fast, just kind of fell apart at the end.
You were fast, Troy. I mean, really
definitely
fast.
Man. I mean, we were watching you and the fort. It looked to me like from the first part of the race, the fastest three were you, the 19, and the 48.
Yeah, 48 was
Greg.
fast.
Troy was
Greg
fast in the
Rourke
long
was
run.
really, really fast. But Greg's fast anywhere. That guy's really, really good. I have a lot of respect for that guy.
Greg is the Momo master.
Yes, he is.
Come on, master.
He needs an interview too.
Yeah, he does.
All right, let's get him up here, Nation. Greg the Momo
Greg
Master
Rule.
Rorick. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah.
Get him, Nation.
There he is. Brother.
What are you doing there, you damned old Chris Economaki looking bitch?
God damn, I knew he was going to say shit like that.
Go get you some big old thick glasses like Chris Economaki and one of them real long microphones like Bob Barker so you can walk around.
I don't even know why I volunteered for this. How you doing, Greg?
Well, as long as it's not racing, I'm doing pretty good.
We saw you didn't like the apron when you had that big clay.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. That was a
well,
that was a damn Greek tragedy.
Go ahead and dig that hole.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
I apologize for when we scraped when we were side by side. I was trying hard to keep it clean.
Oh,
that was really
that
was really fun, man.
That doesn't bother me a bit because believe me, I screwed the pooch all by myself.
Twice.
3 times. You didn't see the 3rd time.
I seen the one under caution when the caution
how'd
came out.
that happen?
Oh, well, what happened was I had Moody a screaming, I had Steve a laughing,
He had mayhem.
and I got all screwed up, and I popped the wall just a little bit coming off forward. When you catch it with that right rear, it turns you right up into it, and I was like, well, hell, we're under caution. Here I am spinning in front of the whole damn field like a jackass. So, yeah, and then under caution, I'll be damned if I wasn't mad after that, and I went up there and wrecked the sumbitch under caution.
Twice.
No, not Greg.
So are you saying you had mayhem strike you in Discord?
He struck. He didn't even have to touch me on the track.
I just pulled him up here and, on that right before that last restart under caution and give him a little interview for being. I don't know if it was luck, but he was just smoothly driving through wrecks on those cautions.
Well, he wanted me to point out to you that you are the kiss of death, Vern.
Yeah. Have you gotten the next wreck?
Yeah. He popped the wall up there chasing Sanu down, and he about had him. So he popped the wall. He got excited. He said, "Oh, I got a big run, John!" Pow! Right in the wall, and going in, not coming off the corner, going into the corner. He hit the wall going into the corner. He told me he was screaming, "Sanu, I got to run! I got to run!" And he smacked the wall. So I was like, "What the hell just happened?" I passed him. He was up in the wall. And the next thing I hear is, "Oh hell, Steve's up my ass!" And I was like, "Well." So that's all. What you call that is a comedy of errors.
A comedy of errors, huh? Well, I'll tell you, it looked like the Sky Racing team had good results tonight, Greg. Even though you clearly had probably the fastest car on the track.
Well, mental errors and a little rust, and that's what happened.
But
it's been a while since I've sat down to do 120 laps.
Listen to the broadcast and you'll see what I say.
Oh, he wants. But Nation, I'll tell you, Nation was making a little love to you in the broadcast.
Well, as long as it's in the broadcast where everybody could see it, I'm good. I appreciate that.
We have some airport security sitting.
You put on a great show the first half of that race, and I'll tell you, man, it wasn't too bad even when you stuck her out there in the wall after that caution come out, and then you come back down across the 77. We got a pretty good kick out of that. The best part of the broadcast tonight, though, the craziest part, there was 8 feet of net code in one of those wrecks.
Yeah, there was some bad net code. I did see that.
It was shit bad with the 96 car. I mean, that net code was just bad. So
yeah,
it looked like some people had an interesting night. For some people, it was interesting early, and then later in the race, they recovered. And one of them went to victory lane, his second win at WFO. I'm still excited for you, Hal.
Damn right. Yeah. Damn right.
Still excited.
Damn good win.
First win of the season. I think he broke the ice tonight, Greg.
I think Hal's getting a second wind blowy right now.
Well, he can break the ice right up to Pocono because Pocono's coming up.
You're not allowed to race Pocono, Greg.
Yeah, they're gonna bar you from Pocono, Greg.
I've already got about 200. I already got about 200 laps of practice on that sunbucket
Don't
with this
worry,
new tire.
Mark. I'll be out of the way at Pocono.
I partook in that ass whooping last year.
Man, Greg, you gonna be racing the trucks tomorrow night, or have you thought about it yet?
No, I'll have the kids tomorrow, so tomorrow night's off the books. But
So we got a chance tomorrow, is what you're saying?
well, I don't know. I've not had good luck with this new truck, the new truck physics.
You mean the street stock?
Pretty much. Well, I don't know.
There's a lot of people that are having trouble with the new truck physics, and I can, after running that thing last week at Michigan, just in practice sessions, it's it's two hands full. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, the K&N car, that's still my favorite car on the service, and like I say, I didn't get the chance last year to run for the championship, but I'm gonna see if I can't claw my way back into it. By gosh.
Yeah, I need to add your provisionals in tonight too. I got another one that I got to add provisionals in for, so I'm gonna go ahead and put yours in because I told you I would give you provisionals since you were working the first 2 weeks that we raced. So we'll get you your provisionals in there and caught up and race for the championship, man.
I tell you what, I'm pretty excited about Iowa. I had a good run there last season. Learned a lot about that track. Really excited about next week.
Well, that's awesome, man. We're excited about tomorrow night, next week, the week after. Hell, we're excited for the next 13 weeks, aren't we, Nation?
Always.
Well, I know Nation's excited.
Especially when it involves fucking Rourke.
I mean, my gosh. I mean, you got a Hall of Fame broadcaster with
God
Nation sitting here.
And then you got Mike Joy.
Mike Joy couldn't
be
a
got shit
pimple
on Nation.
He ain't a pimple on Nation's ass. I'm telling you.
Nation is Nation's at the top of the pyramid. I mean, he's up there.
I mean, he put him up there.
Ass pyramid.
I thought he was under the pile.
I mean, he's right up there. I mean, he transcends sim racing. I mean, he's as good as
what the fuck.
He is in a class with Walter Cronkite and some of the great Dan Rather. I mean, he's up there with the big
Dr. Jerry Punch.
Dr. Jerry Punch. I mean, that's his personal doctor. He's a beck and call for Nation.
I thought
mean,
Nation was kind of like a mix between Dr. Jerry Punch and who else, Greg?
Well, he's the bastard love child of Benny Parsons and Bob Jenkins. Well known as the two best broadcasters ever broadcast a NASCAR race, and Ken Squires, his godfather. So,
damn.
On his mama's side.
Yeah, I mean, on his mama's side.
Now we know why. Now we know why Nation is so good at what he does.
He is.
I am no good at what I do.
Oh, come on. Everybody's like, where's Nation if you're not in here? And sometimes he'll just be in here.
No, he's in the shower.
He'll be in here creeping. He's in here listening, but he ain't talking. And they're like, where's Nation? Where's Nation?
Well, he's headed for the 2020 NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Oh, no doubt.
Next year.
He's got my vote, Greg. I'm not going to lie. He's got my vote.
I mean, he's going to be the only broadcaster.
I really think
They skipped him right past the Barney Hall Broadcasting Excellence Award and straight into the Hall of Fame.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, I mean,
that's why he's just. Look how witty he is.
I'm telling you. I mean, he's headed. He's got big things in his future, and I mean, he's only going to get better with age. I mean, you wait. I mean,
God damn, how old do I gotta be?
I mean, they got you got Dale Jarrett and them guys have been broadcasting, and Ned Jarrett. And, he just they all are just in awe of him. I mean, it's a great thing to have somebody like that broadcasting this league, and I can't thank him enough.
Wow.
You need to lay off the crack pipe.
Well, no, it ain't the crack pipe nation. I mean, the fine folks on YouTube have voted. I mean, you are a Hall of Fame broadcaster. It's just what you're just gonna have to live up to it, man. I mean,
you are Nation.
Just own it.
Just gonna have to accept it, man.
You got to accept it. You are a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt.
Nope.
We're gonna vote.
Now driver today.
We're putting you in the run for it, but we don't need to because you're way above them all.
He is not only a Hall of Famer in broadcasting, he's a Hall of Famer in life.
He is.
Nation's a badass.
He is the man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all's head.
We don't know what's wrong with yours, man. You are far and above any other human ever made.
Right.
I mean, I already heard he turned down broadcasting the Pro Series. I mean, they've got the B team doing it. I mean, Nation was going to do it all by himself.
2 weeks ago, he turned down Fox.
Well, yeah,
turned them down.
Well, why were you picking on me?
They offered to put him in there with Jeff Gordon and all these hot big names. I mean, he told him, he said, boys, you can put me up there with Jeff Gordon, and you can bring Bob Jenkins out of retirement. It don't matter. I'm not going up there with your B team because I'm the best. He's just how it is.
He's not going up there with the B team.
I mean, they were going to bring Darrell Waltrip out of retirement, and he said, I ain't going up there with that hack. He ain't no broadcaster.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Nation's got it, dude. I mean, he is the man.
There's none better.
Got hemorrhoid.
And I'm telling you, we are more than privileged at WFO to have him over here.
It is a privilege. And the fact that he mentioned me on the broadcast, you have no idea what that does for my confidence.
Yeah, you should get a plaque.
I mean, that's better than being voted into Congress or anything. I mean, he put me.
You ain't gonna watch
me on the damn stream, boys. I got it. I mean, I'm made. I got nothing left to prove.
He said better than being voted into Congress.
Alrighty, fellas, I'm out of here for the night. Congratulations, Troy. Congratulations, Dad.
And congratulations, Nation.
Yeah.
Apparently, I won a bunch of awards.
He won. Well, there's no doubt. There's no doubt when this season's over, you're going to get Broadcaster of the Year, Nation.
Yeah, I mean, we need to have a Broadcaster of the Day award, but the only problem with having it is it's just going to be Nation.
Right, every time.
If that's the case, then y'all have
I heard Nation's only about a year away from getting a Lifetime Broadcaster Achievement Award.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's got the Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, he's going to get that. I mean, MRN, he turned them some bitches down. I mean, he's got it.
Nation, you are the man.
And the man.
And he can do graphics on top of it.
Why you always lying?
He can do graphics on top of it, Greg.
I saw that, yeah.
Paint jobs, graphics, you name it, logos, all the WFO. If you like all the WFO Racing League and Network logos, My Country Time Lemonade paint, Hal Amy's paint job, the winner's car tonight, the 51's paint job. We can just keep going along.
You will respect my authority.
Those are exactly.
We do.
That's exactly.
We do
respect it. That's what we're telling you, Nation.
I'm just fucking with you.
We have mad respect for your authority.
Authority.
I mean, anybody's name who was mentioned by Nation tonight is made. I mean,
they're
that's
blessed.
it.
They're really blessed.
Oh, God,
well, he mentioned yours a lot.
I mean,
Greg, you are by far the most blessed one tonight from Nation.
Man, that is really something. I mean, I don't know what to do with that. I mean,
Even
where do I go from here?
I don't.
Straight down.
You can't. I don't think it can get no better than that, can it, Nation?
I'm done.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, he could win. I guess winning and then having all that appraisal behind him would be better. But
he'd rather have his name mentioned than win.
I was going to say, I think it's a bigger honor to actually be mentioned.
Damn.
I mean, really. I mean, hell, Pocono, shit. As much as I love Pocono, I think I found something I like better.
That's
Alrighty,
my gosh.
We're going to have to tie up the broadcast so I can do the points for these drivers. We want to thank all the fans and families for coming in tonight, all the drivers at WFO Racing League. You are the reason we do it.
Yes.
And we'll see you live here tomorrow night, 8:50 p.m. Eastern time for the broadcast. If you're a driver, practice sessions opens at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so we'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a good night.
Y'all take care.
Bye.